Malaysia's logistics sector is the quiet engine behind its economy, connecting factories to ports, raw materials to product lines, and local goods to global market. But not every transport mode has kept up with that growing demand, and rail freight is one that has been left behind. KTM Cargo, our primary rail freight operator, has long struggled with aging tracks, limited capacity, and over-dependence on road haulage. At the same time, the East Coast Rail Link, or ECRL, is finally taking shape, and it has potential to completely transform how freight moves across Peninsular Malaysia. In this presentation, we examine those challenges, explore what ECRL could mean for our supply chain, and make the case for why rail deserves a much bigger role in Malaysia's logistics future.
Next, we will discuss the current issues and challenges affecting Malaysia rail's freight sector. There are four key challenges: the limited capacity and outdated infrastructure of KTM Cargo, the heavy dependence on road freight transportation, the role of the ECRL in improving logistic efficiency, and the integration between rail, ports, and industrial zone. In this section, I will focus on the first two challenges. Firstly, KTM Cargo is Malaysia's main rail freight operator, operating on a railway network of approximately 1,677 kilometers and providing around 37 freight services daily. However, KTM Cargo continues to face several challenges, including aging infrastructure, limited connectivity between rail terminals, ports, and industrial areas, as well as operational constraints because freight trains share tracks with the passenger service. In addition, shortage of skilled workers further affect operational efficiency. As a result, rail freight service become less competitive compared to the road transportation. Secondly, Malaysia remains highly dependent on road freight due to its extensive highway network and flexible door-to-door delivery service. However, this dependence contributes to traffic congestion, rising transportation costs, and higher carbon emission. This challenge reduces logistic efficiency and creates long-term sustainability concern. To address this issue, Malaysia is investing in the ECRL project and improving the integration between rail networks, ports, and industrial zone. Now, I will pass the presentation to my partner. We will explain this initiative in the greater detail.
I will be presenting the expected impact of ECRL on logistic efficiency. One of the main impacts of ECRL is improved connectivity. It can provide better connection between the East Coast and West Coast, making it easier to transport goods between different regions. Besides that, ECRL can help reduce transit time. Currently, the road transport is often affected by traffic congestion, which may cause delays. Rail transport is generally more reliable and can help goods to reach their destination faster. Another impact is lower transportation costs. Rail transport can move a large amount of cargo at one time, which help improve the efficiency of freight movement. In addition, business may benefit from smoother logistic operation and better delivery performance. Next, I will discuss the integration between rail, ports, and industrial zones. For ECRL to work effectively, it needs to be connected with ports, factories, warehouses, and other logistic facilities. For example, goods can be transported from industrial areas by rail and then delivered to ports for export. This can help speed up the cargo movement and reduce dependence on road transport. Good integration also allows business to move raw materials and finished products more efficiently between different locations. However, challenges still exist, especially in first mile and last mile delivery, where goods need to be transported between factories, rail stations, and their final destinations.
Hi, my name is Lee Kim Kim and my metric number is 298439, and I'm going to present you about the strategic issues that happens in KTM Cargo and ECRL in Malaysia's supply chains. And as we can see, there are few issues that obviously has impacted significantly onto our KTMB, and some of them are competitive pressure, KTMB network inefficiency, and ECRL and BIR project that has strained on financial issue to the government of Malaysia. And coming up next is the requirement for undergo careful evaluations, where the KTMB have to hold the ECRL project in case of evaluations of the project costs and benefits under the benefits agreements between Malaysia and China. And the lack of accessibility and connectivity, the intersection without pedestrian for people to cross the road to the station has increased the risk of road accident, which has the low walkability and connectivity infrastructure showcase that the government needs to enforce their law and policies. And the next is the technology gap that caused the limited adoptions to the sensor FRIP and QR and other MOS technologies. The disparity of software between the cargo and the ECRL also has caused the delimitations to the infrastructure design for both of the project.
My name is Nur Shafir Anis binti Muhammad Nazlan, metric number 298850. Now I will explain about strategy and technological issue. Technological issues are the use of cargo management and monitoring systems which are still undeveloped compared to those of modern logistic companies. Today, a number of international logistic companies are leveraging technologies such as the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and real-time tracking systems for more accurate and efficient cargo movement tracking. The use of this technology in the operation of KTM cargo is still limited. Consequently, it may be hard for customers to get current information about the status of deliveries of their goods. Insufficient information may increase the likelihood of human error in the data management and daily operation. Next, the issue of technology integration between KTM cargo, port logistics center, and industrial zone is also a significant challenge. The digital system used by each organization often operates separately, causing information sharing to not occur smoothly and in real time. This situation can affect coordination between various parties in the supply chain, thus causing deliveries delay and operational efficiencies. If technology integration can be improved through the use of an integrated digital platform, the country rail transport system will be more efficient.
Hi, my name is Arisa binti Mokhtar, metric number is 298554. Based on the issue discussed earlier, there are 5 key recommendations to improve Malaysia rail freight sector. First, KTM Cargo should modernize its railway infrastructure by upgrading rail tracks, signalling systems, freight yards, and cargo terminals. This will increase rail capacity, improve operational efficiency, and reduce delays. Second, Malaysia should encourage a modal shift from road freight to rail freight through government incentive and supportive policies. This can help reduce traffic congestion, lower transportation costs, and improve environment sustainability. Third, stronger integration between ECRL, ports, and industrial zone should be developed. Better connectivity will improve cargo movement, reduce logistic costs, and strengthen Malaysia's position as a regional logistic hub. Fourth, first mile and last mile connectivity should be improved by investing in feeder routes, logistics parks, and distribution centers. This will ensure smoother transportation between factories, warehouse, and rail terminals. Finally, advanced technologies such as IoT, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and real-time cargo tracking systems should be adopted. This technology can improve operational efficiency, increase shipment visibility, and enhance coordination among logistics stakeholders.
To wrap up, Malaysia's logistics sector faces 3 core challenges: the limited capacity and outdated infrastructure of KTM Cargo, the heavy reliance on road freight, and weak integration between rail, ports, and industrial zones. These issues drive up costs, cost congestion, and slow down supply chain performance. The ECRL is positioned as a strategic solution to this problem. Spanning 665 kilometers from Kota Baru to Port Kelang, it is expected to improve regional connectivity, cut freight transit time, and reduce our dependence on road transport. However, the ECRL alone is not enough. First and last mile infrastructure, terminal upgrades, and skilled workforce development must go in hand with the project. In short, with strong collaboration between the government, rail operators, and industry players, Malaysia has a real opportunity to build a more efficient, resilient, and sustainable multimodal logistics system for the future.